So welcome to the IT Expo TMC Net newsroom. We're down at IT Expo East, and we've had the M2M Evolution event as well. And in our speakers was Tom Shafron from Viewbiquity, who is the CEO of Viewbiquity. Nice, beautiful card. And we're going to talk about their cloud-based open source M2M platform. And the reason why they're interesting and exciting is because they've built a lot with JavaScript in their VCI function, and really kind of been aimed at what's happening with cloud computing and M2M. But before I get too into this, I'll let Tom talk about himself. So Tom, welcome.
Thank you. Pleasure to see you again.
So tell me about this Viewbiquity Cloud interface.
So the Viewbiquity Cloud interface is a platform that allows you to connect devices, processes, video, VoIP into one integrated platform targeted to allow end users to tie their separate systems together and view them in one integrated package.
Okay, and is the platform kind of universal in the way you've designed it? So in theory, anybody could take advantage of it?
Exactly. The platform in and of itself doesn't have any specific functionality. It just provides a level of APIs that apps can be developed to talk to devices, and device templates can be created to communicate and receive events and alerts from devices. So apps are actually performing the functionality on top of the platform. Those apps can be written by anybody, integrators, third-party developers, anybody.
So let's talk about the marketplace that might want to utilize you. Obviously, one thought that comes to mind is a carrier may want to take you to kind of make a more universal experience when they're dealing with various vendors in the world, right?
Exactly. A vertical channel can take the platform and target it towards their user base and to their, for example, if it's a service provider, they can take the hardware, the software, a service that they might be offering and integrate them all together with apps into one platform and push those down to their channel or directly to their end users.
Another thing might be, there's a lot of people who have been building parochial applications in M2M where it's been kind of their own proprietary stuff, and you might make it so that they can kind of migrate out of their own proprietary into a standardized platform or a more structured platform at least.
Exactly. Our belief is that the end user does not want specific vertical applications to integrate a range of devices. They want one integrated package that's going to take all their data together. When you talk about video, access control, sensory data from facilities management, HVAC systems, inventory management, energy management, tie that all together into one platform and integrate those pieces together. And we believe that there's an exponential return by integrating different types of devices and different types of sensory data together, as opposed to focusing on getting deeper and deeper into one type of sensory data. So it's the feedback loop, the play from these different devices communicating with each other, and the better picture you can get on what's going on. That's the value that Viewbiquity brings.
Okay, and to your point about you kind of being a universal platform and building structure, you partnered with Clear to there. You want to talk about them a bit, what they do with you?
So we are a platform company. We don't actually target a specific vertical or a specific market or specific end user. What we do is we build this platform and enable partners, channel to bring it to market. So Clear to there is a master distributor to bring it into the service provider market and the telecom market. And they build a suite of apps around our platform to target our platform towards that vertical.
Excellent. And at the show, you ended up talking about seeing is believing and having that general discussion about video surveillance. Is there any marketplace that you think is going to be a quick snatch, like somebody who's going to just say, oh my God, I really need this now, like somebody who's ultra proprietary or somebody who needs more universal functions? Like I could imagine mHealth being one of the places. When you look at hospitals, they're a mess with M2M type devices.
Absolutely.
And most of it's proprietary right now.
Yeah, there's some issues in terms of getting into that specific market because of HIPAA and some other regulations. We can add value to existing solutions by allowing them to log data into the cloud and to do notifications into the cloud, which allow them to actually get their HIPAA approval easier because they don't have to build this extra infrastructure. And some of the HIPAA guidelines are now telling people that they have to log information off-site, log everything. For example, if someone leaves a position, log everything about that, what that user has done, every application they had, log the fact that those applications have been uninstalled, I mean, down to every detail. So we've talked to some of the software developers that target that market around their specific needs in meeting these regulations and getting to the review process, and how we can help them achieve that through our cloud infrastructure.
Yeah, and in one of the conversations we had earlier, we got onto the subject of general security and the
Absolutely.
fact that nothing stays resident on your system. It's all basically, all the data and all the important stuff is in the cloud. Mm-hmm. So that makes for an interesting model where companies who are worried about, high churn in employees or some issue of things
Exactly.
being stolen, obviously you guys represent a strategy that makes it so that the threats are reduced.
Because everything's sent off into the cloud, and the logging of every piece of data is read-only. Once it's in the cloud, it's in the cloud. No one can edit it or modify it. So if you have, if you're logging events in a piece of software or events that happen because of a security system, no one can then later go in and modify, edit those events. They're there in the cloud forever off-site. So that's one benefit to even integrate existing solutions and have them integrate with this cloud solution to push their events off into Viewbiquity for logging purposes. And getting back to what you're talking about, the seeing is believing.
Video surveillance, that
video
kind of
surveillance.
stuff.
We actually view all devices. When people talk about M2M, they seem to sometimes exclude certain types of sensory data. To us, video is just another sensor. It's not, whether it's a temperature sensor, an energy monitor, whatever it is, video is just another sensor to be looked at. So is voice. It's just another sensor, another piece of data that's flowing through the network, and tying them all together is the job of Viewbiquity.
Got it. And I'd do a disservice to you if I didn't tell people to find out, to take a look at your website. So what's the domain?
We're viewbiquity.com. It's and Viewbiquity. It's VIEW-biquity.com, and we have viewbiquity.org, which is the open source development community to develop apps on top of the Viewbiquity platform.
Interesting. You chose to spell out View, but not Biquity. Biquity is Biquity. That would have been the one that scared me.
Yeah, I started to, and I realized it would take 10 seconds to go through.
Well, I really thank you for your time and appreciate you being here.
Good seeing you again.
Good seeing you.
Thank you.